Jade posted, "Hello, wondering if we might be the reincarnation of our own ancestors. What do you think?" And the short answer is maybe. It's a yes and a no. So here's what I mean by that. Yes, there are many people who have experienced being the reincarnation of somebody who is in their ancestral timeline, right? Like somebody behind them. A grandfather, a grandmother, just somebody back there. But it's a no because it's not the rule. In other words, we don't have to experience let me say this right. We don't have to necessarily reincarnate as the people behind us, right? As part of an ancestor who is reincarnating in the same family. The soul is free. The soul is free to go anywhere, to experience different lives and different reincarnations. Oh, let me talk to you about something that was not part of the question, but it's coming to mind. So, people who don't have children, women who don't give birth, men who choose never to father children, there is a high probability that a person who dies without leaving a child behind is actually on their last reincarnation. And the reason being is once the life is over, once the body and the soul separate, and once there is the removal of the focus of the soul from the physical reality, there is really this withdrawal of energy and this really completion, if you will. So a soul that is complete with this reality would most likely prefer to not leave children behind, because that binds the energy, right? That creates connection. Now, people who are in their last life also can have children, right? Like there's no one rule covers it all. Of course, people who are in their last incarnation can have children. However, here's what's so interesting. The people who are on their last life and then move on to other dimensions, the soul continues and continues to create and grow through other experiences and dimensions. The imprint that strengthens the offspring, that sense of connection, that sense of family, that sense of belonging, is actually weakened for the offspring. Their subconscious feels the missing energy, the withdrawal of the parental energy from this dimension. Just really interesting food for thought, right? So wanted to put that out there because I know that this is not a subject that people often discuss. When it comes to the last life, people usually ask, well, how can I make sure this is my last life? Because, this life is pretty hard. I'm having a hard time. Like, I'm so done with this place. I miss home. That's what usually people say. And I understand that. This is something I used to say years ago while I was still working as an attorney in the law firm that I was working at. And I had this deep desire for a more spiritually aligned living, this deep longing for another place, another life, another experience. And then I was able to create a life, design a life where I don't need to run away from life. Does that make sense to you? I didn't need to run away to heaven. I chose to create my life right here, right now, to be heaven on earth. And so here's the funny thing. Now I'm in such a place of awareness and such a place of I understand I create my life. I have a hang of it. I've resolved so much. I feel a sense of mastery will be an over-exaggeration because, we'll master life all the way till the end of our last breath, all the way till the end of life. But a sense of, I've got this, where now I'm saying, I really don't care if this is my reincarnation. If my soul wants me to come back, all right, we'll do it again. Yeah, there are challenges, but we can do this. right? So that's really what is that's really what I actually want for you, that feeling of, I understand how to handle my life. I understand how to resolve my challenges. So I don't need to run away. I don't need to run away. So that's my suggestion if you're saying to yourself, I cannot wait for this life to be over.